Hi guys, Artiar here. So for this video here, we'll be going through is about M.Alexa and R0 and in PvP showcase. But this kind of team con is more like a niche situation, or it's just a very fun interaction with it. So first of all, let's take a look at M.Alexa's passive. So M.Alexa passive is whenever she dies, she will dispel all the debuff on her, restore max HP and drains all the teammate HP, converting the drained HP to 100%, and then heal her up. Then she's gonna do an AoE damage based on her max HP, that is ignoring defense, cannot miss and crit, and then also dispelling all the enemy buffs. So basically, what we're gonna do in this video here is making M.Alexa keep on dying, keep on sucking your teammates' HP, and then do AoE damage. But the point is, all your teammates here cannot no longer able to get sucked because their HP is at 1%, but then we are actually able to abuse with the Nether set, because you're going to do damage here. You're going to do an AoE damage based on M.Alexa's max HP, 30% of it. So once you do an AoE damage, so because it's a damage, so you can actually lifesteal back your HP through Nether set, and then because you have the HP back, so you can technically not die. And then if he die again, then you're going to trigger this lethal damage again, because this damage here, this effect here, the passive here, there's no cooldown at all. So she can keep on repeating as long as she have HP on her, even though your teammate no longer have HP, which means she cannot suck the HP. But if you have Nether set on her, you can basically make her keep on repeating this interaction and keep casting AoE damage. So in order to make this technique work, you have to keep rerolling, and this technique on paper, it should only work against Sick comp, because you need the Sick to actually kill your M.Alexa through the passive and then let you keep on casting. So let's take this for example, like, and then you're just gonna use 2 animus. Alright, if you want to put additional one, is also fine, but 2 animus is because you want to ensure your M.Alexa is going to die, and then you can trigger the passive. Okay, so this is the set I'm currently going. I might actually change it. Instead of crit, I might actually go for just pure HP, because the AoE damage here cannot crit, right? So basically getting crit rate and crit damage doesn't benefit M.Alexa in this case, but this is what I tried and it will work. Okay, that if you make her to level 70 is even better, and then if you go for pure HP is even better. Alright, but now on paper I'm just trying something out, and then what you're going to do is every time you're going to do damage, and then your Sick here is going to convert 35% of your AoE damage into HP. Then she can heal back herself, and then it will trigger, it will kill by the enemy Sick, what's that called? Echo Scar, and then kill at M.Alexa, and M.Alexa will keep on repeating this interaction. Alright, so now let's take a look here, we challenge it. So they're going to do the AoE damage, and then they will kill M.Alexa. And then Jiang Jolie here is just turned into demon mode and can finish up stuff if needed. Alright, come on, kill my M.Alexa. Then M.Alexa here will just keep on repeating this interaction. So what happened is, now M.Alexa keep casting AoE damage, and because after one action, the Sick Echo Scar is going to kill M.Alexa, and then make M.Alexa forced to do another AoE damage. And this AoE damage here, because it's a damage, it will let the Nether set to heal M.Alexa. So M.Alexa here can just keep on proccing the interaction of the passive until the enemy die. Alright, but this time in this team comp, enemy won't die because their Sakura managed to apply the healing buff here, and my damage is actually not enough to overcome the enemy heal, especially the enemy Sakura here. You can see when every time my damage is 15896, and then the Sakura heal around like 14k. So every time I'm only able to do 1k damage on the Sakura. So you can see I'm slowly chipping off the HP, but not enough. That's why you need M.Alexa at level 70. It will be a lot more consistent, and you need enemy on at least have 1 Sick. Right, but the interaction is actually pretty funny because you can just keep on triggering the passive and just keep casting AoE damage. Alright, so let me reset this. So if this kind of situation happens, right, so let's say your game is stuck here because you can't do anything, then you have to force restart. Okay, we can take this for example, what I did previously. So enemy here have Sig, they have Moriyama, and then like Sujie and Lushang. And then I use this at Blitz because, or else it would take a very long time to actually kill them because you slowly chip off their HP with the M.Alexa damage, right? So what happened is they're gonna try to kill away my M.Alexa, and after that M.Alexa will just keep on casting the infinity damage and slowly chip off their HP. So the problem is now enemy here, they are not able to die, all because Sujie's funeral rite applied on them, so they are actually forced to stay alive. But then I noticed that after a certain amount of damage on the unit that have funeral rite, in the end of the day the system will still count you as a win. So you just keep on getting the AoE damage, keep on triggering the sick damage on you, and then you keep doing the AoE damage and kill them. Okay, so now they are not able to die all because of the funeral rites from Sujie. But then until a certain moment, then they'll just all die. So let me fast forward this part. Right, you can see here, now they just died. Until a certain amount of time, then it's no longer able to trigger, then they will just take the turn. But because we have Jiang Zhili there to be the last one standing, and then after Moriyama tried to kill Jiang Zhili, but Jiang Zhili is on the state that not able to die, and then the other 3 units just died to the funeral rite penalty. Alright, so now let's try for this one because enemy here got sick, and quick battle. We should win, right? Yeah, we win. Right, so we can take a look here. All the damage here comes from M.Alexa. Enemy here, only Sig is doing the damage because only Sig able to proc the passive damage. And then we can take a look here how it goes. So they kill M.Alexa, then now M.Alexa just gonna keep repeating the loop, keep on doing the AoE damage, proc, and then Sujie already proccing her funeral rite to prevent Yuhime to die, Moriyama as well, Petros as well, and Sig here can slowly recover back the HP, but it's fine. So after that, Sujie will die. So it's just a matter of time until M.Alexa able to do enough AoE damage. It will be a lot more better if your M.Alexa is actually level 70, because you have high enough damage to out damage or out damage the Sig heal. And then slowly they will just die. Or you want, you can actually put a Petros here, probably it will be even better to counter away the Sujie funeral, right? But if you're doing Blitz, it should be fine. Alright, but then there's a few conditions to make this work. The enemy must have a Sig, and then the enemy heal must not be higher than your AoE M.Alexa damage, and the enemy have to be aggressive. So let's say if enemy Sig put into like a Yuhime team comp, so let's say Yuhime team comp they put a Sig here, it will not work because enemy is not aggressive enough, or the damage is not high enough to kill your M.Alexa. You need the enemy the Sig team to be aggressive enough to actually kill you. Your M.Alexa have to die at the start in order to trigger this infinity AoE loop, or else it won't work. So there's a few conditions, and it's not going to be a reliable team comp for you to do or fight, because usually you won't see very often Sig in the enemy comp or in the defense comp. Not that often because there's a lot kind of team comp able to play. So if you happen to see it, you can actually try this fun team comp to try with, or if you have any idea based on this M.Alexa interaction, you can also give me an idea so we can actually test more out. But I think that this is actually interesting synergize with the Nether set to actually make M.Alexa able to keep infinity proccing the AoE damage. See, I can't even find any Sig at all after so many refresh. It really depends on your server, how many players is playing Sig on the defense, and only in point war, and only M.Alexa on Nether set. Okay, other places you are not able to use this interaction. So here's another video clip from another player. So he's just using M.Alexa and also Reso 0 only, and then going with the HP set. And enemy here, this time he's actually doing a very good showcase because the enemy doesn't have any Sig at all, but the interaction is still going to be very fun. We can take a look here. I think the interaction is all because of the enemy Sujie doing the damage reflection damage, right? So they do damage and then kill, and then do AoE damage. Sujie applies the Put art, and every time you do AoE damage, you're gonna get killed by the reflection damage. So you have to ensure the enemy Sujie damage, the reflection damage, is actually high enough to kill your M.Alexa. alright, or else it won't work. So your M.Alexa have to get killed by all those refraction damage in order to make this work. But it's a very fun thing to actually see this happen, and probably you guys are able to cook out some of the different comp with M.Alexa interaction. But yeah, that's all for this video. Okay, feel free to comment down what you guys think about it, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.